So, as she said, my name is Gray, but it wasn't always that way. So, I'm also a sophomore, and I was also in Roble last year, but I didn't do it, so I'm doing it now. So, where do I begin? Let's see. I was born Grayson I. Franks Asa in a small, or not small area, but it was Fairfax, Virginia, so suburbs, not small at all. But I was born to a German mother and an immigrant father. He's from Cote d'Ivoire, so he's African. And my story doesn't really start there. It starts when my family moved down to North Carolina. So we moved from a small suburban area to an even smaller rural area, and it's called Bunn. No one has heard of it, even people in North Carolina haven't heard of it. But it's a quaint little town. There's 500 people. But growing up there was quite interesting for me. So in North Carolina, and especially in my town, people are very the same, and I was very not the same. So at my school, for maybe until middle school actually, I was the only African American person, or a mixed race person I should say, in my classes. And I found this not to be a burden at all, actually. I found it to be sort of, I guess sort of relieved, like, made me relieved, I guess. But basically, I'm relieved because people didn't know what I was unless I told them. But because of this, they had no preconceptions of where I should or shouldn't be within like the groups and niches within my schools. So because of this, I thrived. I was able to go and sort of study and be interested in anything I wanted to. So sports, I could do basketball, I did baseball, I did volleyball, I did badminton, I did tennis. For music, I listened to any genre I wanted. So I got my trap, I got my classical music, I got some country, a little bit of country, not a lot. Just and I got anything else, folk, pop, anything you can imagine. For studies, I studied environmental science, I studied graphic design, architecture, anything else, because people didn't expect me to study anything, they didn't expect me to like anything, because they didn't know what I was. So they didn't want me to want something, because that is what would be normal for someone like me. So all of these things in my head sort of represents a color, I guess. All my experiences, all my choices, all these things add splash of colors to my life. So there's a joke I used to say to anyone who asked me, like, what am I? And it would be, when they ask me, like, what am I, and what, like, why's your name Grayson? So I joke and I say, oh, my dad's black, my mom's white, I'm gray, and I'm their son. They're like, is that true? My mom thought the name was unique, it wasn't. But it's spelled with an E, so that's kind of unique. But now, when someone asks me why my name is Gray, I like to tell them it's because my life is so colorful. So, thank you.